Quiet in the set, please.
All right.
You good?
All right. We'd like to welcome all the family and friends, student athletes to Piper High School's Spring Signing Day. We are very proud of our student athletes for all the hard work that they put on the field and, more importantly, in the classroom. On behalf of Principal Angel M. Gomez and Piper High School's administration and athletic department, we'd like to give a round of applause for our student athletes' Spring Signing Day. First, we're going to talk to senior Christian Matador and his mom about the hard work and dedication that it took for him to get to the level at Harding University. Christian, congratulations, and just tell everybody here today, and we know your mom is super proud of you, all the hard work that you put in to get to this point.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank all my friends and family, and I thank everybody for coming out and coming to watch us three student athletes sign. I give it to all y'all actually, because without y'all, I don't think I'll be here to this day, because each and every one who's here today actually pushed me to pursue my dream and further my education at Harding University. And I thank everybody. I also want to thank my mom. That's my heart and my soul. And she did a lot doing it by herself, a single parent. You know, I wish my grandpa he was here today, because that's who I really do it for. And if he could be here and see me actually sign and see me go off to college, it would be a lot, because he took a real toll on me as he passed last year. And with him passing, that made me want to just go harder and grind and keep grinding. And so as I pursue my next 4 years in college at Harding University, I'm going to do it for him and I'm going to do it for my mom, because I know I'm going to be a long way from home. So I'm going to do it for them, I'm going to do it for my grandma and all my friends, because I'm going to put Florida back on the map.
Great job. And Christian, we know that it takes a strong foundation of family to get to this point, and especially supporting going forward. It's not going to be easy. As we throw it to Mom here, can you talk about what it means to you from seeing Christian playing in the Little Leagues, going through the ups and downs of the high school life, and then finally making this point as far as earning a college scholarship? Can you kind of capitalize it for us?
Christian been playing football since he was 4 years old, and that's all he talked about is playing football. Our family, comes from a line of athlete. I have my cousin who plays for the Baltimore Ravens, Dumerville. So it's not something that was just talked about. It's not something that was just at reach. It was in front of him. I give praise and thanks to God. I can't say any more thank you to God, because he got me here with my son. My son's seen struggles. We moved many times till we finally found a home, and it wasn't easy, but we got him here, and this is just the beginning. His journey is just looking further and much brighter as I can see it, and as of course you all can see it. I thank Piper. Thank you. It was an easy road. We've been here, and with you, Gomez, Mr. Lowe, Coach Baldwin, Coach Terry. I can go on with the coaches that stuck beside him and made sure that he is where he's at right now. So I give thanks. I thank you all. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Thank
you. Moving down the line here, we'd like to introduce Piper Senior Honor Student Gabriella Middleton and her proud family, joined by her father and her mother and her brother. Gabby has recently signed with Post University in Connecticut, and let's give Gigi a hand. Gigi, coming to Piper High School and having the season that you had with Coach Max, bringing Piper to not only a regional, but pretty much a national stage, making it to the regional finals, one game away from states, and you honestly being the undisputed leader on the floor, led the team in minutes, points, assists. Can you kind of give us a perspective on what this means to earn a college scholarship and everything going forward?
I wouldn't be here today, like where I'm at, without my parents and my coach
coaches. It's been a tough road with going through different schools and coaches. But when I came here, I knew with the basketball program that we were going to go far and work really hard. We did get to go to the Big Eight, and we did make it to regional finals. We came up short, but like I wouldn't change it for anything else because the team we had here, I made new friends and everything, and it was a struggle at first, but we got through everything as a team, on and off the court. More of my parents helped out a lot because it was difficult with the change and everything, but coming to Piper, it helped me realize different things and look at things differently. So I'm just proud to be here where I'm at today and being able to sign. It was my goal, and that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Well, we're very proud you accomplished that. And Gigi, if you can kind of, give some words of wisdom, if you will, being a senior, being an honor student like we talked about, for the young up-and-coming athletes out there, because we do have a young squad coming back. We're very excited for that, for the LBB. How can you balance the studies and the excellence on the court? How can you do that, and what words of wisdom can you give the young people coming up?
Basically, don't give up. Coach Max is a very great coach. He always sticks on us about grades and everything, and if you don't have the grades, you basically can't play. So you have to do work in the classroom and you get your minutes on the court, and just keep working and be successful.
Great job. Great job. And the proud family, TC and mom and brother, very, very glad that you're here, not only this morning, but seeing you in the stands throughout the season. First, Dad, if you can kind of just say what this means and watching again Gigi grow up and playing in all the leagues and all the traveling and money invested with all the different teams, and can you kind of just put this in perspective of what this means for your family and your daughter?
I'm going to let my wife speak for me because I'm not here.
It's been a long road. She started very young, and her father was her first coach, and he's been with her all along. She made a transition to Piper, and it was a good transition for Gabriella. Coach Max and the coaching team taught her a lot. Taught her not only on the court, off the court, and to all the future Lady Bengals out there, a lot tells you the character off the court. So you need to be positive and stick to the books and study, because that'll get you here today. And Coach Max will be a good roadmap to help you through that. But as far as his family, it's been rough, and it just shows that when you have your faith in God, He will put you through anything. And Gabriella is a true inspiration for where she is today, and we love her, and I know she's going to be very successful. Amen.
Awesome. All right, and last but certainly not least, let's give it up for P3 Paul McDonald. Paul, obviously very popular on campus, and we know all the hard work that you put into this. Your passion, playing multiple sports for the Piper Bengals, and having this word and having the level of this opportunity with an established program, a nationally renowned program such as Mount Union, the Purple Raiders, as Coach Mitchell mentioned. What does this mean to you, and obviously all your friends are here, what does this mean to you to go into that next level and prove everything that you've been telling everybody for all these years?
First and foremost, it's a humbling experience. It means it's showing a lot that God works in mysterious ways. I wasn't always the biggest recruited kid. I wasn't the most popular kid on the field, but my hard work and my dedication and me staying with my faith and praying to God every day that I make it, it put me in that predicament where my mom may have to worry about me paying for college or having to worry about me going up and not succeeding. She knows I'm gonna be all right, and with the support of my cast, everybody that's been around me, all my friends and family, it kind of put me in a predicament to where I can succeed and be the best person I can be. So without everybody else, this was just humbling everything.
Well put, well put, well put. former coach, a lot of coaches can attest to, you can't teach heart. And Paul, if we can kind of say that you were the heart and soul of the Piper Bengals, telling the young people coming up, what's it mean to have that heart and that passion every day in the practice field and in the game? Kind of share with us what that means as far as the passion, the love for the game, as far as having that heart.
I mean, it's more of you just gotta win. You gotta want to win. If you don't want to win, you're not gonna succeed. So coming to practice every day. If you have a bad practice, good practice. If you don't practice, you're still hungry to be better and be the best person that you can be. So when you do that, people around you decide to join in, and that's how you build unity with the team.
And Mom, we know this is a special day for you. As you mentioned before, we're very excited for this opportunity for your son. Can you kind of tell us what it means as you've seen Paul with his positive energy, with his hard work, and like we said, the multiple sports at Piper High School? What does it mean for you and your family?
For me, it's a happy day. Thanks to everyone at Piper and Coach Terry was a very inspirational. Coach Rod was someone who was my eyes when I was not here, and I really appreciate these boys right here. I thank them. But for him playing sport, I was very skeptical at first because I was very protective of him. I didn't want him to play football. He said, Mom, I can do it. I said, okay, try. When he came here to play, he was just a junior starting, and he said, I will not play JV and play varsity. I said, I'm going to kick you off. You can't. And so he would come to practice every day, and he said, Mom, I got this. And so when he came home, he said, I make the team. I'm going to start. I said, yeah, right. I see his size. He said, I got this. And he did. Very proud of him. He made us proud. Myself as a single mom, raising 3 of them. And, he did it. He did it. He said, Mom, I got it. And I thank these boys every day because they were also my eyes when I'm not around.
Awesome. Hey, let's give a big Bengal roar for all 3 student athletes. As we throw it back to the coaches, Coach Mitchell, we'll start with you. Want some quick words about Paul and Christian and what it means for the program?
Well, I think that when I think of Paul and I think of Christian, the first thing that comes to mind is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm trying to put some weight on these guys because when I think of Christian on the football field, I think of somebody that plays with reckless abandon, has no regard for his body and his safety. He would go after the biggest linebackers. He would make some of the most important blocks that helped our running back to a lot of success and helped our team. And I know that Christian left several bones on that field. Future generations may find them when they dig them up. When I think of Paul, Paul was the first kid I ever met. I gave him a big giant bear hug. He was out flipping the tire on the field with Eric Scheckler. And he was all of about soaking wet, 120 pounds, but he was just working his tail off. And the message that all 3 of these student athletes, I think that everybody can take away is academics is why they're sitting here. Okay, it has nothing to do with athletics. It's academics. Academics is what opens the door and lets people look at you. Okay, then they click on the film and then they see the exciting athlete and they want you to be part of what they're doing. So as we leave here today, for the younger kids and for the next 5 or 6, I hope to get signed before June. Okay. It's always been about academics. It's not about championships. Championships come and go, but they can't take away your degree. Okay? Thank you.
Well wrapping it up for the coaching perspective before we hear from Principal Gomez. Coach Max, the success of the season, can you kind of just put in perspective what it means with Gigi handling your point? We all know that point guards are kind of like the coach on the floor, and the trust and back and forth that you guys have to have on both ends of the floor, offense and defense. Can you kind of put in perspective what Gigi meant to this team, being the pointy end of the spear this season?
Well, let me first at first. Gigi is the epitome of a student athlete. High honor roll grades, great ACT scores. It was very easy for our program to allow her to be the backbone of our program. We never had character issues. We never had anything to deal with an obstacle to get in our way. Without her, we wouldn't have made it to the regional finals. We wouldn't have been on the national map. Those colleges would have been calling. So I thank her, Coach Fab, and I thank her for her coming over here this year and putting this school on the national map for girls basketball. It is going to be felt. The remnants will be felt for years to come for what Gigi has done. I have a saying, effort is everything. Gigi gave me effort at every practice. Every time we went to that gym, every practice. I never had to question her effort. And that is the hardest thing to find in a young athlete. So I thank her and her family for the tremendous support we had throughout the year. And I think her best basketball is way ahead of her. And I am not going to be shocked if next year at this time, I get a call from her college coach saying she's, as a freshman, has made all tournament teams and is all conferences for freshmen. I'm not going to be shocked at all. It's actually expected from the way she plays and the way she lives.
Mr. Gomez, you know, we know how much of a supporter you are of student life, but you make it very clear that you will never sacrifice the fun and the energy here at Piper High School with academic accountability. These three student athletes have picked up your Bengal trifecta. They have held the standard with their academics and obviously proven themselves on the athletic field. Can you tell us what that means as far as your vision going forward with Piper High School and the legacy that they leave?
I have to tell you, as we sit here and you look around you, and I'm talking to the athletes that are sitting at this table, we're here to celebrate you. We're here to see how you have started to paint what your future looks like in the canvas of your life. You come here to Piper High School. You guys all got here before me. I was able to join on this journey a year and a half ago, and we all stand here in awe, not because we didn't think you would do it, but because we knew you would do it, and we're part of it. You allow us to be part of it. So today, we see that product of your high school efforts, not only on the field, as we struggle, because I'm telling you, and you guys know all this, ups and downs. There are days that we leave tears on the field or on the court. We leave blood. We leave a part of us that we can never get back. And there are days that we come out all very happy. It all depends what day and what hour. In some instances during a game, what minute of the game it is. And you put it all in there. But it's not unique to just that. It's also your dedication and your work ethic in the classroom. So this is the product. This is the opportunity. This is that door that someone came in knocking, and you're answering to that knock. And we are going to be watching because we're going to be your biggest cheerleaders as you move forward. Your painting is not done. You just started. You know, and I have to repeat what both coaches spoke about. The fact that it was never ever about championships and about how many minutes you were in the game, how many touchdowns or how many baskets or blocks or whatever it was. It was always about the academics, always. And if you see that going in and moving forward, you got it. You got the picture. The sport part is just the venue. It's just your stage. It's just your platform that allows all of us looking from the outside in to see you in action. That's what it does. And many kids don't have that. So you're very fortunate. And you're very fortunate, and I'm very fortunate as a principal, not only that you're here at Piper High School in your last portion of what is your high school experience, but I'm also very fortunate that I have parents like the ones you have with you today, supporting you and sacrificing so you can be there, because they saw that. They saw it from the beginning, and like always, you know, they tell you all the time. But it's hard for you to really listen. You need to hear from someone else. So we're here echoing your parents' feelings and sentiments, and now we join them in celebrating you. I'm a very proud principal. I mean, this is for me the best place to be. And we stay here and you go, and we watch. We watch you continue painting. You are the artist. You're the artist, and you're gonna make it happen. I can't thank you enough, and for going all the way and getting where you are. And remember, always live your life like a Bengal. Always committed to respect, integrity, and dignity. Congratulations.
We have administration, Mr. Sanzar, Coach
Mr.
Ron.
Lowe.
Why don't you come down, Ms. Goyce, do the ceremonial signing.
You come over here. Come around
Mr. Lowe, you're being wanted on that side over there.
here.
Ceremonial signing.
Coach Ron. No, you're fine. You're fine. Gigi, just double up.